One of the most misunderstood terms in life insurance is the contestability period. I've heard people say things like, the insurance company won't pay if you die within 2 years, or they'll look for any excuse to deny your family's claim. Neither of those statements tell the full story. And if you're shopping for life insurance, understanding this concept can help you avoid a lot of unnecessary fear. Because coming from my claims expertise, I've seen what happens when people misunderstand this part of the process. Today, I want to explain what the contestability period actually is, why it exists, and what it means for you and your family. Let's start with the definition. The contestability period is a limited period of time, typically the first 2 years after a life insurance policy goes into effect, during which the insurance company has the legal right to investigate whether there was material misinformation on the application when the insured dies. Notice what I did not say. I did not say the company refuses to pay. I did not say there is a waiting period before benefits become available. And I definitely did not say every claim gets denied. There are common misconceptions. Most legitimate claims, even those that occur during the contestability period, are still paid. The difference is simply that the insurance company is allowed to take a closer look before issuing a payment. So, why does this period even exist? Think about any other type of insurance. If someone bought auto insurance after getting into a car accident, that wouldn't make much sense. The company needs accurate information before accepting the risk. Life insurance works similarly. When you apply, you're answering questions about things like your health, your medications, whether you smoke or use tobacco, past medical conditions, family history, your height and weight, sometimes even your hobbies and your occupation. The insurance company uses that information to determine whether to offer coverage and what premium to charge. So if someone intentionally hides information that would have changed that decision, the insurer is allowed to investigate if a claim occurs during that contestability period. Notice the key word there, material. A material misrepresentation is information that would have changed the company's underwriting decision in the first place. Maybe they would have charged a different premium. Maybe they would have offered a different product. Maybe they would have postponed the application. Or maybe they wouldn't have approved it at all. That's what they're evaluating. Not whether you forgot the date of a doctor's appointment 10 years ago. Not whether you accidentally estimated your weight a few pounds off. They are looking for information that materially affected the risk they agreed to insure. Now let me explain how this usually works. Let's say someone buys a policy. 8 months later, they unexpectedly pass away. The beneficiary files a claim. If the death occurred during the contestability period, it's common for the insurer to request additional information that might include medical records, hospital records, physician statements, prescription history, the original application, sometimes employment records if they're relevant. The purpose isn't to automatically deny the claim. The purpose is to confirm that the information used to issue the policy was materially accurate. Once that review is complete, many claims are paid. Before we go any further, if you're finding this helpful, subscribe and turn on post notifications. My goal is to provide practical life insurance education backed by years of experience on the claims side of this industry, so you understand these policies before your family ever has to rely on one. Now, let's keep going. One question I hear a lot is, so after 2 years, the company can never investigate anything again? Not exactly. The contestability period limits the insurer's ability to contest a policy based on most application misrepresentations after that period expires. However, fraud is a different conversation altogether. Intentional fraud can have different legal implications depending on the policy language and the applicable state law. The important takeaway is this. Don't think of the contestability period as permission to hide information for 2 years. Think of it as one more reason to answer the application honestly from the beginning. This is also where working with a knowledgeable agent or broker matters. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to guess how to answer health questions. Sometimes people leave something out because they don't think it's important. Sometimes they misunderstand a question. Sometimes they're afraid telling the truth will make coverage much too expensive. But the application isn't the place to gamble. A good agent and broker should help you understand the questions, not tell you how to answer them, but make sure you understand what is being asked. From my claims expertise, here's what I want families to remember. When someone dies, emotions are already running high. The last thing anyone wants is uncertainty about whether information on the application was accurate. Honesty during the application process gives your beneficiaries one less thing to worry about later. That's one of the greatest gifts you can leave behind. So, does the contestability period mean life insurance is unreliable? Absolutely not. In fact, it exists because life insurance is based on accurate risk assessment. Without that process, premiums would likely be higher for everyone. And remember, the contestability period is not something to fear, it's something to understand. Most people who answer their application honestly never experience any issue because of it. Here are the biggest takeaways. The contestability period is usually the first 2 years after the policy starts. It is not a 2 year waiting period. It does not mean claims are automatically denied. It gives the insurance company an opportunity to verify material information if a death occurs during that period. And the easiest way to protect your family is simple. Answer every application honestly and completely. Because life insurance isn't about just buying a policy. It's about making sure the policy can do exactly what your family expects it to do. If this video helped clear up one of the biggest myths in life insurance for you, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. And if you'd like to review your current coverage, compare your options, or schedule a consultation, you'll find those links in the description and here on my bio and across my other platforms. I am Jasmón Clayton. Keep pushing, stay curious, and always move forward.